Hey there, so today I got a special package. I got this box right here, which I'm going to unbox and then do like a detailed review about it. It is Wi-Fi 6 router. So let me just go ahead and open it on camera and then I'll do like a top-down proper review of it. All right, this is the main box here. Got the card. This is like one of those ASMR videos. All right. And this is also in a cling film wrapping. We're reviewing the AX1800 router. It's your Archer AX23 router. So let me go ahead and open this one. All right. So this is what we're unboxing. So I will spin around now and use that setup to open this right up. So this is a real-time voiceover of me unboxing this package right here. This is an AX1800 dual band Wi-Fi 6 router, the Archer AX23. It's a one mesh system, and from the little research I've done, it allows you to connect to a meshed network. Dang, I filmed an entire unboxing video only to find out that it did not record. So I'll just give a detailed rundown of what's happened. So it was packed up nicely, wrapped in pretty much decent wrapping. It came with an installation guide, which I went through briefly, not much. And the actual device itself, it is very well built. It's solid. It has a bit of weight to it. It is quite light, not as heavy as I thought, but it does look solid. And although it's not really a fingerprint magnet, it is a dust magnet. So there is that. What I do like about this packaging is that it comes with an Ethernet cable and a really good looking and good feeling one as well. So that is a good sign. And it comes with one of these. And I'm very happy about that because from some of the review videos that I've watched about this product, they don't have these. So I'm glad about that. I will now go ahead. This is a very quick summary of the 10-minute long video. So this is a brief summary. I'll go ahead and test out the connections between my current Wi-Fi, my mobile data, and this router. All right, so this is a voiceover of the TP-Link router. First of all, I went to set it up through the mobile app that you can get from the App Store. I assume it's also on the Play Store as well, but I got my Tether app directly from the Apple App Store. Then I went ahead to test out the network on my mobile data. I was getting speeds around 34, 35 megabits per second. And I was getting upload speeds around 9 megabits per second, 10 around there, which is not the worst, as most of what someone would be doing generally is downloading unless they are an influencer. I went ahead to connect the 5G broadband of my router, and the speeds I got were hovering around 25 24, 25, but it then dropped back down to around 23.5. But the upload speeds for my 5 gigahertz broadband router was around 17, which is definitely not bad for a home Wi-Fi, but it is not the best. So I set up the Wi-Fi router only to realize that my initial setup is a fiber optic cable. So for those of you planning to buy this Wi-Fi router, it does not have a fiber optic cable. So my solution to that would be to get a intermediary link, a converter. And once I get that, I will drop another video, a part 2 of this, to do a proper speed test. From my current test, there is a significant increase in speed, both in upload and download speed, which is good, but I know it can be a lot better. So what I will do is, when I set it up completely, I'll make a part 2 to this video, a more detailed video of this current test and that test result. So that way I'll be able to have a more detailed result. But as of now, the network is just a little bit better. So what I ended up doing was connecting the old router to the new router, which in turn just boosted the signal of the old router, which means that the Wi-Fi that I had on the old router can now reach the entire house without any issues whatsoever. So that is a plus. And the signal that I got at the best places is now equal. I can walk around the whole house without worrying about drop connection, so that's a plus. Now the only thing I want to be able to say, okay, this is a recommendable router, would be to just see what the top speeds are like. So once I achieve that, I'll make a follow-up video of how exactly I got to that speed. But as of right now, the speeds lie around 40 megabits per second, just a little below, but it reaches up to 70 and drops down, which I don't understand why it fluctuates and then goes all the way back down. But that is currently what I'm dealing with. It's not exactly 40, it's a little like 38, 39, so it's not exactly 40. And the upload speed just goes sky high to like 80, 89, and then drops down to like 36. So it's not currently good enough. I'm hoping to get like maybe 100 megabits per second and above. So I'm currently working towards a system that could allow me to achieve such.